seems like we had a little bit more time to kind of get Amos into his head a little bit, get his opinions this past season. Mm-hmm. You know, when he's escorting that guy through the ship, for example, it was pretty much you got to see his viewpoint on things.
Right. Right.
What was it like to kind of have him a little more defined that season compared to you?
Well, it was satisfying. I mean, that was the feeling of it. It's satisfying. I think in the first season, it was kind of getting together and coordinating the voice and his point of view. And I was heavily influenced by the churn, the novella The Churn. And I had that material to draw upon to really understand his past and bring that in. And so the second season, we really got the chance to develop that. And so that was really satisfying to be able to do that.
In general, in season 1 was like,
how are you? Good to see you.
It was a survival story. A lot of season 2 was getting to know what these characters were like, what they were, in their lives. Sort of what was revealed this season, what you think was revealed on your characters.
We had no control in season 1. Season 1, we were basically like on the wave of destiny. In season 2, we got to make choices, which is how you got to find out more about us, because we decided to do a lot of things we did, whereas in season 1 it was just done to us and we had to survive. Season 3, I guess,
is the real test of the first real test of our relationship in this new family that we've kind of formed with the betrayal that we've experienced in the last season, and really kind of coming to grips with that and what's that mean.
Yeah, it tests our mettle. We get to decide whether or not to just toss everything away or see if this is worth fighting for, and get to put like our money where our mouth is. And we've been spouting a lot of opinions in season 2. Holden and Naomi, especially, Amos too, Alex too. We all have our opinions. We all have our righteous sides, and we believe in what we.
Ours is just simpler.
Ours is like, let's just eat. But now season 3, the crap hits the fan, and we have a fracture within our own little family, and now we get to basically put our money where our mouth is and see, is this worth fighting for? Is the big picture worth fighting for, and is the family unit worth fighting for?
Wes, in season 2, you had, or over the course of the first 2 seasons, you are a very clear-cut character. You point him in a direction, he goes. Now that he's faced this thing with Naomi, that sort of breaks it. How does he? You mentioned that he's not going to react well, but is that going to change how he approaches things at all?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Naomi was his anchor, and he kind of learned to grab a hold of her to understand the world. And so now that who he thought she was is completely shattered, he's anchorless again. And so you're really going to get to see who Amos is without the influence of Naomi, and who he was before.
Look out.
So I'm curious, we got to see a lot more of your character's flying skills last year, especially that really good combat scenes. Are you going to be showing more of that off in terms of his specialty, not just general flying and will you be? Do you know yet if you're allowed to say you're going to be flying
other ships? I can't say that, but I will say, hell yeah, he loves what he does, and he is determined to be the best that he can be because of what happened in season 2. Alex found himself. Alex discovered his identity when he sat down in that seat inside the Rossi, and he discovered something that had been long dormant inside him, something that had been told to him that he could never be, and all of a sudden he was proving everybody wrong, including himself. And once he discovers something like that, it's incredibly hard to let that go. He's going to fight tooth and nail, and he did. And when he failed to save those people in the breaching pod, it ate him up, it tore him up, and he worked and worked and worked to try and make sure that would never happen again. And so, he really, I won't say he's looking forward to it, but he is really preparing himself to never allow himself or his family to be ever put in a position where they are in jeopardy when there's anything he can do to keep people safe.
Now you've both read the books, or have you?
I read a book a season.
You do?
book a
Okay, I
season.
remember you were a
Me
reader.
too.
Yeah,
Right.
me too. Okay.
I do too. Yeah.
So you can't. Are you doing that because you don't?
Did you do your interview today? Was it
I
true?
did. Thank you. You were
good,
my
yeah.
savior.
Oh,
Thank you. It worked out fine.
Oh, great.
So no, since you're not reading ahead, you don't have that anticipation of, oh, there's a scene for Amos in the book that would be amazing. There's a scene for Alex that like, oh, I can't wait till we do this. Because then you don't have maybe a disappointment if it never gets in the series, but you trust them to get to that.
I'm actually starting to rethink the reading a book a season because I usually read it and I've actually stopped reading the third book this season because it started playing with my expectations. I started thinking about the future and thinking about the developments, and the show doesn't always develop exactly the way the books do. And so I decided maybe this season to experience it firsthand when I get the scripts for the next season and see if I'm more present in the moment and in experiencing what happens, and then maybe read the book as an afterthought after the season.
I totally understand what he's saying because yeah, absolutely. When you have information, then your expectations, better or worse, you have expectations, and then when they're not the same, you have to make an adjustment. But I'm not at that point yet, though. I love information. I love having as much data as possible so that I can have as many little things to pull from when I'm making my final decisions of what to do on the shooting day or in the rehearsals. So I enjoy reading it, but I like to read it maybe as a compromise. I read it like 2 months before we start shooting, so it has the filter of time. So then the only things that stick out are kind of like the moments that really were poignant for me, and then I'm looking forward to exploring those moments. I'm not looking for like nitty-gritty little details.
That's a good idea. I think we'll put this season on hold and read the book. Wait 2 months and then we'll start shooting. Yeah. You should have told me this ahead of time.
Sorry, buddy. We'll be left off. Did everyone have a chance?
You guys are still looking for Prax's daughter. How does that affect Amos? Because he was. Sorry.
I think that going to look for Prax's daughter is something that Amos feels like he can get behind. It's something that is worth risking his life for. Whereas all the other things of going after the proto molecule, of dealing with getting involved in the battle between Mars, Earth, and it doesn't make sense to him. So why are we? Yeah, this is something tangible that makes sense, and Amos has a connection to kids in that way because when he was a kid, he had some terrible stuff happen to him, and so him connecting to kids and protecting them is one of the things that really motivates him.
And Alex, for different reasons, has a similar.
You don't like kids?
He does like kids, but not for that reason. Now, Alex, because of his own history, he also can get behind Prax's need to get his kid because he's going through this separation from his family and dealing with his backstory and his demons that involve a family. So similar reactions for completely different reasons.
Cass, one of the quick things that for those of us who read the novels, and my friends who read the novels, were your Alex is like so much more multi-dimensional than the person we read. We always have ideas, but your Alex is like 20 dimensions or something.
Well, I mean,
and so I think you brought
all the writers.
This question.
No, it's a good point. I mean, most of the writers have said that Alex is the least written. He's the most underwritten character in the books. Amos has his novella, and Holden and Naomi, they have. But I got a comic book now.
But he wants a novella.
Yeah, I want a novella.
He wants a novella.
Let's get that novella going. But I will give credit to our writing team on this show. They have acknowledged, he's coming out of the novels very underwritten, and so they've taken it upon themselves to bring Alex's backstory and his story up. So I can't claim credit for everything that goes on screen because these the writers Narain and Ty and Daniel and Mark and Hawk and all the rest of the writing team, they really are elevating the Alex's game.
But your ability though too, because one of the things they've talked about is like for some of the characters like Aaron Wright, they wrote more because of the character in Diogo, and so for you it seems to me like you've elevated it too. So I mean that's part of your
thank you.
That's ability as an actor.
I appreciate that. I mean I really do identify with the character, so I take it very personally. I take it to heart. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.